All right, welcome back, everybody, to Madrid. And we're here for the second semi-final. And the first semi-final was interesting. You know, Ruud getting through in straights, but it was very close and a little bit disappointing for Cerundolo. Now we're going to find out who Ruud's going to play. Musetti taking on Draper. Musetti's wearing a sleeve, so that's concerning. But we're going to find out whether or not Draper. I mean, Draper is probably the one, especially if Musetti's got a little bit of an injury. Draper's going to be interesting to see if he can make his second 1,000 final of the year. All right, so there it is. There's the lineup. You can see there that Cerundolo and Ruud went the way of Ruud. Both these guys won easily in their quarterfinals. Naldi, no match for Draper, and then also Diallo, no shot against Musetti. So very easy matchups for them to get here, so they both should be feeling fresh, except for, again, Musetti must have had the sleeve on in the last match, because I don't remember him having the sleeve on against De Minaur or before De Minaur's match, when he played Tsitsipas. Anyways, number 11 in the world, Lorenzo Musetti. He's 23 years old from Italy, 6'1" right-handed, 12 wins, 5 losses on the year, no titles this year, but he has got 2 career titles. His form has been really solid. Made the final of Monte Carlo in his last tournament, so didn't play Barcelona, but back-to-back semis of 1,000 events. Jack Draper, world number 6. 23 years old from the UK. He is 6'4" left-handed, 14 wins, 4 losses on the year. He has a title this year that was in Indian Wells, 3 career titles, and his form has been great. 3-0 in favor of Draper, but they've never played outside of the indoor hard courts. And Draper's a beast on that indoor surface. You can see there, 3-0, never lost a set. So this is going to be different on the outdoor court. The clay courts. It still could be indoors, though, because it has been raining. So, yeah, this is going to be a different change of pace. Be interesting to see from a Draper point of view if he can use that confidence from that head-to-head to go and beat Musetti again. All right, roof's open, by the way, for now, so that is a sign. There is a good sign. Cam streaming Draper's got no choice. Okay. All right. Musetti had the arm sleeve during the Diallo match as well. Okay, cool. So he's wearing a sleeve on his right arm. So we'll see whether or not that makes any difference to this match. All right. Draper works his way through the Italian side of the bracket. Yeah, he's been beating up a lot of Italians. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't get to play Berrettini through the whole thing because that would have been a great match. But yeah, but hey, hopefully Berrettini's healthy enough to play Rome. You know. Is it raining Madrid? Not anymore. The roof's open, so they are good to go. The roof is open. And I don't know if that favors either guy. Maybe it favors Musetti a smidge, but not really. I mean, I don't think it. I don't think either guy is. Either guy is favored by the roof too much. It's more the surface, right? The surface will be the interesting part of the matchup. All right. Musetti for the win. Okay. Draper working his way through. Yep. Casper said no pressure on Sunday as he'll be the underdog. Yeah, I mean, by ranking, yeah, he's not wrong. I mean, he'll be the underdog on ranking. But I don't know about... I'm not sure who'll be the underdog on experience, but I guess he's right. I mean, he is the lowest ranked player out of the three. So maybe he's just trying to... And also maybe because of his rib injury, then maybe he's thinking, well, I'm not going to be fit either, so... Hey, maybe onto something. Musetti said yesterday in a post-match interview that he was playing against Draper since long time from junior days. Hasn't beaten him so far. Well, we'll see if today is the day. He must have other weapons to have tenacity to play. Who's that? Musetti. All right. All right. So, by the way, chat, why are you so quiet? I thought this was going to have like a million people in here because Draper is playing and everyone, loses their mind. We finally watched Draper and everybody's asleep. Like, what are we doing? I thought you wanted me to watch Draper more than anyone else in the world. Where the hell is everyone? People, you were here when we weren't watching him. I mean, what the hell? Where are the Draper heads at? We're here. I mean, Catherine, you yourself and I. I mean, where the hell is everyone else? By the way, they're playing Backstreet Boys as they warm up. That's hilarious. Backstreet's back, and they start showing Musetti. It's wild. They say they're playing Backstreet's Boys. I love it. Pacing myself, okay. We're all here. Okay, good. I'm just making sure that everyone's here, doing a roll call, just making sure that Draper fans have shown up, and so that you're not just... I don't feel like I don't want to get harassed for not watching Draper, and then when we watch him, nobody's here. So then that makes no sense, right? It's like when all those people that tell me I have to watch Zverev, and when we do, they never show up. Or you have to watch Medvedev, and I do, and then nobody shows up. So I just want to make sure that the Draper fans, who over the last week have been saying, "How can you not watch Draper?" are here now that we're watching Draper. You make no sense, Cam. Maybe you might need to refresh your app. Well, you never watch Draper, so we usually give up. Okay. Here for Musetti. Oh, the Musetti fans are like, hey, we're here too. Well, I respect that. All right, here we go. They're about to get started. We can start seeing what's going on with this one. Draper's footwork is so quick, I'm starting to think he's secretly training with the fish, okay? Musetti for the win. Excited for this match, all right? Well, they're just warming up the last couple of serves, and then we'll get going. Draper was training with Sinner. That's why. Fair enough. Wonder if nerves will play a part like the other semi. Yeah, I don't know if... Is Draper the favorite? Who's the favorite in this? Let me check. I would say that Draper's the favorite. Right? Let me check. Oh, no. Musetti's... So Draper... Yeah, no, Draper is the favorite. Draper is the favorite. Pretty heavy favorite. Draper's going to serve first. Yeah, Draper is the definite favorite. Who you got winning this one, chat? Who you got? I think I said Musetti in 3. But I didn't know that he had an arm problem, so I'm a little concerned. But I'm sticking with Musetti in 3. Musetti won the toss, selected to receive. I'm going to go Musetti in 3, but Musetti with the arm sleeve, I'm a little worried. I think that I'm worried about my prediction. I'm not worried. I don't care if Draper wins, but I'm not worried. I'm worried about my my prediction. But it's all right. Nobody watched the prediction video anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Only like a couple of you watched the prediction, the preview. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nobody saw. Nobody saw nothing. Yeah, Michael watched it. That was Michael watched it. Anyways, forehand goes into the forehand of Draper. Slice Musetti goes long, and it's 15-love. Cam always picks against Draper and Gauff. Gene, don't get them started. Don't get them started. Please, don't get him started. Don't do it. Don't do that. All right, 15-love. I don't need it that today. No, I didn't pick them. Doesn't mean I'm a hater. It's like, make a prediction. What, you want me to say, I can't pick because I like them all? Like, that's stupid. I pick against Dasher before, and she's my favorite. I pick against Demonor and when he plays Sinner. Anyways, backhand goes long by Musetti, and it's 30-love. Just because I didn't predict someone doesn't mean I hate them. It's crazy. You obviously haven't been paying attention to Draper. Yeah, I picked the guy that's proven on clay. God. In 3 close sets, excuse me. And I picked Sabalenka in 3 close sets against Gauff. Because she's won this tournament before. I've gone up. I'm sorry, chat. I did some research and I realized that like Draper's clay court abilities against Musetti is vastly different. Which might mean nothing today. But also, I had to consider it. Same with Gauff and Sabalenka. As Musetti backhand of Draper, forehand of Musetti. Again to the forehand of Draper. Draper hits it out, 30-15. 30-15. You always pick against Coco. You'll see tomorrow. What, you think I'm going to cry if I get it wrong? What, if Coco wins, you think I'm going to cry? 30-15. Return goes in the backhand of Draper. Slice Musetti. Into the forehand of Draper as Musetti backhand. Down the line. It's a good shot. Draper hits it wide. Musetti's coming out aggressive here. 30-all. What are Draper's chances of the French? He is... I would say he's still he's top 5, so he's a favorite. 30-all. Chat, I don't even want to answer Draper questions. I'm passing them over to you. What are Draper's chances of the French? Go on. Save me. As we to serve, into the forehand of Musetti, to the forehand of Draper. It's Musetti forehand to the forehand of Draper. Again to the forehand of Musetti. Draper in the nets, and it's 30-40. Musetti with a break point to start. 65% chance, quarterfinals max. I like Draper's chances for Wimbledon better. Draper is confident in himself. Draper in 3, okay. All right. Draper serves an ace, saves the break point. Then we get to deuce. Cam, you do not have to explain yourself. Yeah, you tell him, Isabel. Tell all these people that think that I hate a tennis player. You tell them. You tell them. All right, we get to deuce. As Draper serves. To the slice of Musetti. Return goes into the forehand of Draper. Musetti on the stretch. Puts up a lob. Goes in. Draper with a bounce smash from the baseline. Musetti slices it back. Draper backhand cross. Musetti forehand. Goes into the backhand of Draper. Into the backhand of Musetti, who hits it in the net. Oh, Musetti was going for it again. And we get to advantage Draper. Were you sure? Show it. It's called banter. I feel like people don't understand banter. Advantage Draper. Great serve out wide. Musetti gets it back. And it's long. 1-love Draper. Like, okay, so if you're not British or you're not Australian, you probably don't understand. Australians were, well, but before we came here, we used to live in the UK back in the day, right? Some of us. And then, because there was too many prisoners, we got shipped here. We didn't ask to come here. We got kicked off the island, right? To come down here to this island of deadly creatures, you know, animals and the sun being really hot. We didn't ask to come here. And I'm Irish, so I definitely wasn't hanging out with the captain. I was down the bottom of the boat in the trenches. So I know that. And then, as Australia developed, we started to play sports. And we started to play sports against the country that kicked us out. And some would say that we are better than them at some sports. I wouldn't say that. Some people would. As that forehand from Draper goes to back into Musetti, back into Draper, into the forehand of Musetti. The Draper forehand is a winner, and it's love 15. And then back and forth, Australia and England, or Australia and the UK, mainly Australia and England, though. It's not really the UK. We don't really have any problem with, like, there's no, like, Scotland and Australia don't have any. We're drinking buddies. We're friends, right? Wales in Australia, there's no problem there. It's just England. England and Australia. That's where it's, you know, it's intense, right? But it's all fun. It's never serious. I lived in the UK for 2 years. You think I would have gone back if I didn't like the people? It's crazy. You don't think I would live there for 2 years if I didn't like people from the UK? That's wild. It's a crazy statement. Love 15. As a backhand cross court in the forehand of Musetti. Musetti hits it out, love 30. And Musetti already starting to get a little aggressive. And I think his arm must be starting to hurt because I don't think he wants to play long rallies, Musetti, today. Love 30. So yeah, so that's what it is. And it's called banter. We make fun of you. You make fun of us. It's just fun. All right? Love 30. So if you think like that I'm being mean to somebody or someone's being mean to me for being Australian, then don't worry. It's not personal. It's fun. It's just banter. It's just a bit of fun. As it a forehand backhand rally, Musetti with the forehand again to the backhand of Draper. Musetti backhand again to the backhand of Draper. Man, Musetti wants to hit to Draper's backhand every time. As Musetti forehand again, now Draper runs around into forehand inside out. Musetti goes in the line, now Draper forehand at the stretch. Slice Musetti. Now Draper backhand cross. That's a winner. Jeez, maybe don't hit it to the backhand. Love 40. Love 40. Not another chippy Australian? No, I'm just saying we're having fun. All right. Love 40. Love 40. Draper to get the break. Draper Rude. I know I'm talking a little bit too early, but Draper Rude is an interesting match. As we to serve, into the forehand of Draper. Draper hits it out, 15-40. 15-40. Whereabouts did I stay in the UK? I lived in London. 15-40. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As we just serve again. We're in London. West. As we just serve. Double fault Musetti. All right. Draper breaks. 2-love. 2-0. Oh. Okay. I'm learning some international history. Thanks. No worries. Earl's Court. A little bit further out. I couldn't live in zone 2. Was it zone 2? I think it was zones. Was it zone 2 that Yeah, I couldn't. I lived in like 3 or 4. No, zone 2 was a little too close. Couldn't stay there. Couldn't live there. Couldn't afford that. Anyways, back into forehand rally. Now a slice from Musetti into the back end of Draper. Draper in the net, love 15. Love 15. So Earl's Court was like a little too close. I did go to Hammersmith a lot. I really did like Hammersmith. I had friends that lived there. But I lived in Acton, which is more... Oh, it was actually... East Acton was zone 2. Interesting. I thought it was zone 3. Or was I West Acton? Did I live in... Where did I live? North Acton? I can't remember. Where the hell did I live? North Acton? North Acton? Maybe? Let me check. Love 15. Drop shot. In the net from Musetti, from Draper, sorry, and it's love 30. I must have lived in West Acton. There's no way I lived in zone 2. God, chat, you're giving me memories, mate. This is... You made me want to go back. Take me back. They won't take me back. I got kicked out. Visa ended. Nah, chat. This is too much. Anyways, backhand of forehand rally. Love 30. Draper. Another backhand of the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand into the backhand of Musetti. Sliced. Forehand again. Musetti is Draper. With a backhand. Into that Musetti forehand. Draper backhand again. Musetti on the stretch. Again to the backhand of Draper. And Musetti slips over and couldn't quite get to it. And it's 15-30. Maybe I did live in East Acton. I did. I did live in... I was living in East Acton. East Acton, exactly. Yeah. Oh, chat. How has it changed? What does it look like now? Let me check. What does it look like? How different does it look? God, the houses are so... British houses. All right. 15-30, sorry. As we're backhand now to the forehand of Musetti. Into the forehand of Draper. Musetti forehand in the net. 30-all. There used to be a... I think it was a B&Q around the corner of the place. Was it a B&Q? What was it? It was an Argos. Oh, no, it was a home base. Sorry, home base. Home base. Anyways. So, yeah, I lived in zone 2, apparently. News to me. Anyways, forehand winner into the backhand of... Sorry, forehand to the backhand of Musetti, but then Draper hits it in the net on the volley. Break point, 30-40. Did the curtains match... Wait, what? Don't do that. But that'd be weird, please. That'd be weird. Draper versus Rude. Yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? 30-40. Break point for Musetti. Can't you live there 6 months as an Aussie? Maybe, but I had a visa. Like I was on a working visa for 2 years, which is the only you can get that one time in your life. As it'll forehand now to the forehand of Musetti. Oh, Musetti, it's a winner. Okay, Musetti's starting to fire up. 2-1. We're on serve again. I think I could probably go there on a tourist visa, right? Six-month tourist visa. Wait, if you're traveling to the UK as a tourist for less than 6 months, you don't require a visa. Huh? Did that change? Is that new? Wait a second. Is this a new thing? On the 15th of January, it updated. From the 8th... Hang on, chat. Wait a second, chat. Hang on. From the 8th of January, Australians visiting the UK who don't need a visa for short stays, or who don't need a visa for short stays or who don't have any other UK immigration status will need an electronic travel authority. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think it changed it. I think it changed recently. If you travel to the UK as a tourist for less than 6 months, you usually don't require a visa. If you plan to stay there for more than 6 months, you will. Okay. Australians visiting the UK who don't need a visa, blah blah. Entry and exit conditions change. Okay, so there's going to be no information. This didn't tell me anything. British visa requirements for Australian citizens. Okay, that's me. I'm Australian citizen. It says $30. Travellers need an ETA to visit the UK for up to 6 months. Once approved, travellers receive their ETA electronically. $30 American to go to stay for 180 days. That sounds insane. Travel purposes, tourism, business, transit. Wait. So you're telling me, chat, you're telling me that I can go to the UK tomorrow and not be up at 4 a.m. and I could watch, hang on, chat, you're telling me that I can go to the UK for 6 months and stream the European clay and grass seasons in a normal time zone for $30 American with an ETA visa. Is that what I'm reading? Big change is coming tomorrow for Aussies traveling to the UK. Hang on, that's me. I'm Aussie.
Start your morning for men or Centrum for women. Half price right now at Chemist Warehouse.
Hang on, dude. That stopped, right? I drowned that out, right? Anyways, we're 30-15. No, that. We're 30-15. That's me. I'm Aussie. Hang on. Okay, cool. You couldn't hear nothing. Okay. Stupid ads. Anyways, 30-15. 400 backhand rally is Musetti into the 400 Draper. Musetti backhand again. Into the 400 Draper is Musetti backhand on the stretch. Draper goes down the line. Musetti's got it. Into the 400 Draper is Musetti forehand again. Inside out is in the net and 30-all. All right, so what was I reading? The days of simply flashing your Australian passport at Heathrow are almost over. Wait, what? From tomorrow... Oh, wait, you don't have to show your passport. Hang on. From tomorrow, which was back in January, changes to UK's border security system will mean Australian travellers need to apply for a visa. Oh. So it's worse. The Australian... So wait, hang on. You're telling me that I could have gone there last year without a visa? God damn it. By April, all European... Oh, because of Brexit. Okay. 30-all as Musetti wins a point, 40-30. Australian visitors to the UK will need an ETA. You can apply online. The scheme has already been rolled out for travellers from parts of Saudi, parts of the Middle East. All European by April. Oh, so right now, all Europeans need a visa to the UK. Okay. Who needs an ETA? So wait, what? So this is worse. So what? I could have gone to the UK with. That's not true. I would have had to get a visa. Anyways, Deuce. I'm confused. My friend's ETA took like 30 seconds. Yeah. I think it's just a cost. Everyone entering the UK needs their own ETA. Okay. Okay. Anyways, it's advantage Musetti, but Draper hits a winner. It's Deuce. Cool. So I don't think anything changed. I think you just have to pay for a visa now. Anyways, 400 inside out of the 400 Draper, back into Musetti. As Draper gets the point, Musetti hits it long. Advantage Draper. Sorry, yeah. No, I got it right the first time. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. Now, let me have a look. So UK changes entry requirements. As of 8th of January, you will need a passport. Oh, okay. UK ETA must be applied for and completed online. Application. So I don't know what it used to be, but whatever. Anyway, we're back to Deuce. Draper hits it out. All right. As Draper goes backhand with Musetti, but Musetti hits it out. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. Feli Lopez in the house. You can get to Wimbledon now. I have been to Wimbledon. So wait, I just don't have anywhere to stay, and I know it's expensive. British people. What is the cheapest? What is the cheapest place to live? Where is the cheapest place to live in the UK? Advantage Draper. His return goes in the forehand Draper. Backing out from Musetti. As Draper to the forehand Musetti. Draper down the line. Musetti backhand slice in the net. There's the break. 3-1. And don't give me like the most dangerous place. I want somewhere where I won't be scared. North of London. Okay, don't give me like a scary area, right? I know in London. I know what the scary places were. So just don't be like, oh, go live there. Go live. Okay, what is? I feel like the West is is what I'm thinking. Not in London. Oh, okay. Newcastle's cheap. Okay. Manchester, Yorkshire. Okay. Chad, I can't believe all this time I could have gone to the UK for 6 months and then come home. I mean, not with COVID, but like last year and the year before. It's crazy. Didn't you live in London? I did, but that was a long time ago. Come live in Coventry. Is it good? Didn't you just move? You're probably best off staying 30 minutes outside of London and commuting in. But why would I need to go to in the city? I could just, if I just streamed, I wouldn't have to go into town. You don't really want to live in the cheap places in the UK, okay? Does the UK have good internet? 15-hole. You can go to any European place for 6 months. True. But also, like, I'd want to come home. What about Mia? True. I wouldn't go for 6 months. I'd probably only go for like 2 months. I think next year might next year might be something. Anyways, 4-0 from Draper down the line, goes long, and it's 15:30. Next year might be, we might have to do a plan. Especially now that I know this rule. If I left at the start of April, May, June, and leave in July, that would be enough. But I feel like I'm not allowed to, like, I wouldn't, but I can't stream because it's work, isn't it? So I wouldn't be able, I'd have to get a working visa, wouldn't I? Couldn't do a tourism visa. I don't know. We have to research this more. Anyways, Musetti hits it out, 30-hole. I don't know if I could go to the UK and stream. Tennis Talk meetup in London. Let's go. We'll meet outside Big Ben. We'll go to the London Eye meetup. All right, 30-hole. The ETA is for business too. It said that. Okay, but is business a business visa? Is that, like, if I went to the UK for business, as that goes out by Musetti 4030. If I went to the UK for business, that's different to going there and working, isn't it? Work visa is when if you get employed by someone or get sponsorships. Hang on, okay, I know how to Google this. Anyways, Musetti hits it out and Draper holds. It's 4-1. Okay. All right. Ooh, okay. So apparently, according to the internet, Australian citizen can work in the UK and run their own business or whatever, a stream, I guess, but they have to get a business visa. So I guess if the ETA covers business, then this counts? Because I'm not working... Hang on. Can I stream? Because I'm a stream. Can I stream in the UK? You may need an innovative visa. That sounds fancy. It says here you can visit the UK for business purposes, like attending meetings without a visa. However, you can not work for a UK company or be self-employed as a visitor unless it's permitted paid engagement. Interesting. Australians who are self-employed can potentially stream in the UK. Self-employed? There is no direct self-sponsorship. Okay. It might be possible to sell... I don't know, chat. It sounds all a little bit too hard. 4-1. As we return now to the forehand of Musetti, backhand of Draper to the forehand of Musetti. Draper's backhand into the forehand of Musetti. Again, the forehand of Draper. Musetti with a slice. Draper comes in. Puts it away, I think. Everything shit itself. Hang on, what's up? Love 15. Get a job at Wimbledon and Queen's Club before that? I don't think they'll take me. Love 15. Return goes out by Draper. 15-all. The LTA should invite you and pay for everything. Yeah, they're not going to do that. You aren't getting paid by UK companies still the same as at home, so it's okay. No, I don't think so. I think because I'm living in the UK. If I was in the UK, you'd have to pay British taxes, right? 30-15. I'm pretty sure you'd have to contribute to the society that you're living in, right? That seems like normal. So we get a backhand forehand from backhand from Draper. Lob goes up. Musetti with a bounce smash. Draper gets it with a pass. Musetti volleys it away though. And it's 40-15. He's yelling at the lights. 40-15. You planning to work in the UK? No, I just saw this like 6-month visa for Australians. And I was like, wow. I'm like, oh shit, maybe next year I'll go to the UK and I'll stream from the UK. If I get 6 months, I mean, the time zones will be way better. And maybe then I can go to like Madrid and stuff. That'd be cool. But I think it's going to be too complicated. Musetti drop shot winner 4-2. I think it seems too complicated. I think I'd rather go there on a holiday anyway. Do I know Laura Robson? Like personally? No. But on TV, I do, yeah. I think it's just going to be too hard, chat. All right. Stream from Germany. I don't know if the rules would be the same. If you are a resident, maybe tax, but not as a traveler working. Yeah, I mean, because I'm like remote working, aren't I? Like it's remote work, really, isn't it? There is no dedicated digital nomad visa, which is kind of what I would be. Apparently, I can just get a standard visitor visa. That's what it says. Anyway, it's 15 love. Don't worry, I can talk to somebody about it if I wanted to do it. It'd just be cool to have the option to do it. That'd be fun. I'd love to go to the UK for 3 months with the potential of being able to go to Roland Garros and shit, you know? Be cool. Be fun. Anyways, Musetti gets a little bit lucky with after the drop shot of Draper. And it's 15-all. All right. And Draper just couldn't get it back. He almost did run into the box on the side of the court, which is dangerous. And Musetti makes sure he's all right. He says he's fine. 15-all. Draper serves an ace. 30-15. Thanks for not commenting on Draper, Cam. Why are you coming to the UK if you don't like Draper? Why are you still here if you're still going to complain? Like, what are you like? Why are you complaining? Somebody asked me questions and we went down a rabbit hole. 30-15. Draper's kicking ass, all right? Draper's winning. He's kicking ass. Don't stress. Everything's fine. 30-15. As Draper gets a 40-15. 4 now goes down the line. Into the forehand of Musetti. Musetti in net. 5-2 Draper. 5-2 Draper. You're more than welcome to visit me if you come to the UK. Well, thank you. I want to do like a meetup. All right. He also looks... Wait, what? What are you talking about? Casper can't beat this Draper. It'll be a fun match. It'll be a really fun match. Because you got to think that... Okay, chat. Where does Ruud fall? In the last 5 years, active players only, no Rafa. Active players only. Where does Ruud rank in clay court rankings? In the last 5 years, where does Ruud rank? Because you got to think Djokovic, Alcaraz are up there, maybe Zverev. Where does Ruud rank? Is he 4, 5, maybe? Top 5? Tsitsipas has got to be up there too, right? So you got to think he's probably 5th. Maybe. Because you'd put Steph ahead of him and Zverev ahead of him. And then Djokovic and Alcaraz fighting for 1, 2. Sinner hasn't won a clay court. Sinner hasn't won a clay court trophy, big trophy yet, has he? So maybe Sinner, based on the last 5 years, Sinner wouldn't be maybe equal with Ruud. But Ruud's made the final of the French and Sinner hasn't. Sinner's still better. No. We're not saying who's better. We're saying where does he rank in the last 5 years based on results. We're not saying who would beat Ruud now. Like if Sinner beat Ruud, of course he probably would. But we're talking about who's been the best player in the last 5 years on clay. Would Ruud be in the top 5? Because you wouldn't put Sinner top 5 in the last 5 years. No, I mean, sorry, you wouldn't. Like, you'd put him 6, you know. He's not. I don't think he's higher than Ruud. I mean, Sinner's got 0 clay court masters, and Ruud's got 0, but he's got the French Open final, whereas Sinner doesn't, right? So you got to say Sinner's 3, right? But Sinner could change. I mean, that could change in the next year, right? 12 months from now, we'd go, Sinner's number 3. He wins the French this year. You got to put him top 3. No, we're not putting Rafa in there because Rafa is not here. I said active players. Active players. It means players that play. Top 10 for me. Just can't trust Ruud. Okay. Team also. No, I said active players. Otherwise, we're just gonna pick Schwartzman and players that are gone. Ruud's got to be among the 5, top 5, I think. I can't put him ahead of Tsitsipas or Zverev because they've got 1,000 masters, clay court masters, right? As that goes the net from Draper, and it's 30 love. And why I say this is because if Draper can beat Ruud in the final, he's beaten one of the best, like the top 5 clay quarters of the 2020s. That's where I'm getting at. If he can beat Ruud to win the title, shit. Like he's beaten one of the best clay quarters on the planet. Proven clay quarters, I mean, based on results. So that's going to be interesting. They've never played. Draper and Ruud have never played. All right, 30 love. Rublev and Medi. Yeah, I mean, Rublev actually we didn't think. Rublev and Medvedev, but I think Medvedev is. I don't think we can put Medvedev top 5. My logic isn't based on 1000s alone. It's also based on Roland Garros. And I think Ruud... No, because Sinner just doesn't... I mean, really, come on. I mean, Sinner and Rublev are more aligned based on clay court abilities or clay court... Like, come on. My logic isn't 1000s are higher than 1000. It's not based on just that. Nice drop shot, Musetti. 40-15. Ruud can lose to anyone about it. Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about where does Ruud rank in terms of achievements in the last 5 years on clay? And I think he's probably 5th. I mean, actually, Rublev has 2 1000s. You're right. I forgot Rublev had 2. I thought Rublev only had 1. He had 2. He has 2. Maybe Rublev is 5. Maybe. Wait, does that mean Zverev? Has Zverev only got 1 in the last 5 years? Musetti hits a winner. Sorry, Draper hits a winner. 43. Wait, so maybe we're putting Zverev up too high. No, maybe not. Or maybe we are. Zverev is very consistent at Roland Garros. Zverev's only won 1,000 on clay in the last 5 years, though, right? He only won. No, he won Madrid too, didn't he? Madrid and Rome in the last 5 years. So we can't put. Maybe Rude's 6 then. Rublev has to be ahead of Rude. But Medvedev's not ahead of Rude. No, I don't know. Either way, let's say top 10. We'll definitely go top 10, right? Let's go top 10. Top 10. Top 10 best clay quarters in the last 5 years. One of the best clay quarters in the last 5 years. Anyways, deuce. As the backhand return goes into the backhand of Musetti. Draper trying to win it here. As Musetti forehand into the backhand of Draper. Musetti slice. To the backhand of Draper. Again, the backhand of Musetti. Draper backhand on stretch. Musetti backhand cross. Draper forehand down the line's a winner. Advantage Draper, set point. All right. Draper. What a winner down the line. Set point. To take the first set. And I'll tell you, Musetti really hasn't been in this set at all. Like, Draper might have got broken early to give the break back, but he has not been in this set. This is all Draper. Musetti's done not much. First serve's a fault from Musetti. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Draper. Return. Into the back of Musetti. Draper. Forehand. Again, the slice of Musetti. Draper. Forehand inside out. Musetti gets on the stretch. Down the line's a great shot. Musetti. Draper not in position. Couldn't get it back. Deuce. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. But yeah, Musetti's not been in this match at all. He is being outplayed consistently. Serving the forehand of Draper. Return goes wide. Musetti advantage. All right, advantage Musetti. Portugal has digital nomad visa for non-European EU citizens. Really? So wait, I should live in Portugal. It's kind of cool. Do I have to speak Portuguese? Do I have to learn Portuguese? Drop shot. Musetti in the net. We're back to deuce. Wait, if I live in Portugal, how long can I stay there? And also, do I need to learn the language or can I go there with English only? And learn it? Do I have to be fluent? All right, deuce. Learn Portuguese. But no, I mean, like, to start with, if I went tomorrow with 0 Portuguese, yeah, Dutchy, I don't want to go to Canada because that's not in Europe. That's not. I've already. Thank you though, but Canada is not in Europe. Back return goes wide as advantage to Musetti. If I go to Canada, it's just going to be further away from Europe, and the time zones are not going to really help. We're doing this for a time zone, like for 4 months. You don't need to learn Portuguese, okay? All right, Musetti serves in the backhand of Draper, but Musetti serve fault. Second serve, you get by without Portuguese. Like to start with, obviously I wouldn't be that ignorant to not learn it, but to start with, like if I 0 Portuguese, would I survive? Anyways, 5-3, Draper serving for the set. You could probably get a tourist visa, a big industry. Tourism is a big industry. I'm sure you'd be fine. Go to Spain, the capital of tennis. But I don't know if they'll let me in. Anyways. 5-3, Draper serve for the set. Regarding the previous conversation, where would Runa rank? He'd be in top 10, yeah. Runa top 10. All right, 5-3. As Draper serves. 5-3 Draper to take the first set. And a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Cross court the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand. Into the forehand of Draper on the stretch. Goes long. Musetti love 15. And a big shout. And the crowd appreciate Musetti's fight here. They don't mind a shout. Love 15. Love 15. Musetti looking for this break back. Love 15. Serve again. There's an ace down the tee. 15 all. Serve again, Draper. Into the slice of Musetti. Lob goes wide. 30-15. Draper's serve is so killer on this court. And he's picking on Berrettini's backhand. 30-15. Grand Slam finals at 1,300 points. Masters are only 1,000. Yeah, I wonder, that might be a good way to determine players. Great hitting from Draper, by the way. Musetti gets it back somehow. Draper just unleashing on the forehand. As Draper forehand again. Musetti down the line. Oh, hits a winner. Okay. Draper smacked the ball at Musetti a couple times, but then it was Musetti who hits the winner. 30 all. Sorry, did I say Berrettini? Two people thought I said Berrettini. You mean Musetti's back? Sorry, Musetti. Sorry, I got confused. Musetti. I was looking at something in chat. 30 all. 30. Chat, it's 5 a.m. I lost my mind. 30 all. As Draper serves. Into the forehand of Musetti. Return goes short. Draper comes in. Musetti with a slice. Goes wide. Draper's got a 40-30 and a set point on his serve. Take the first set. 40-30. 40-30. To take the first set here, Draper. $40-30. 40-30, Draper serves. Draper, oh, come on, God. No, Draper serves, but he lost the point. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. You have no rest, Cam. Rome is the same timeline. Yeah, I know. I know. Don't worry. I know. As a backhand return now from Musetti to the backhand of Draper. Drop shot's good. Musetti's going to get it. Oh, not up. All right. Musetti didn't get it. No challenge by Musetti either, so he knows that he didn't get there. Umpire was pretty confident that it was a not up, and I think so was Musetti. Yeah, it was definitely double bounced. All right. Advantage Draper to get this first set. All right. Advantage Draper. Draper serves. In the back of Musetti. Return goes in the front of Draper. Musetti forehand on the stretch. Goes in the net. There it is. 6-3. Draper takes the first. All right. Women's final is tomorrow. All right. Here we go. Cam, if Runa won Munich when it was a 250, would it be counted as a 500 title now? No. Because 500 title, no. It doesn't upgrade what they won in the past. It stays the same. All right. First serve in the bag. First set in the bag. 8 winners, 8 errors from Draper. 5 winners and 13 errors Musetti. 7 forehand errors Musetti. So that's not working. Musetti has to take advantage of the second serve, serving first in the second. Yes, he does. By the way, Draper served really well first and second serves. First serve points won was very high. Musetti got a lot of serves in, but I think he might be just kicking the serve. He doesn't seem to be getting many free points, whereas Draper's just smacking the crap out of it. Can we give Draper the worst tattoo on tour? He has literally a lightning bolt. Isn't it because of Bowie? I respect it. I thought it was a David Bowie tattoo. Isn't it? No, it's got nothing to do with it. It says here, apparently in an article, that it's a representation of him being bold. It's got nothing to do with David Bowie. So there you go. He said, yeah, it's representative of him being bold. At least that's what he said in an article, or said in something. Okay. First set goes to Draper. Let's see if Musetti can recover. Draper is getting better. Legit threat to Alcaraz and Sinner on all surfaces. Well, hopefully we get to find out on the clay. Draper has had a chance to be number 4 for Roland Garros. If he does well in Rome, yeah. That's kind of crazy, but awesome. Oh, if he wins this title? Okay. All right, Musetti serving first in the second. Sinner is head and shoulders above Draper, that's for sure. Yeah, but on clay, I mean, depending on the confidence Draper gets from this, Draper beat both Sinner and Alcaraz on the same grass at Queens. Yeah, but that's not all surfaces. That's one surface. All right, 15 love. As Draper runs for a drop shot. And Musetti puts up a lob. And I think he hit the winner. Is it 30 love? Two 1000s in 2 months is huge. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah. All right, 30 love. Musetti hits a winner, 40 love. Think Draper will win a slam this year? Look, he's got a legitimate chance at 2 of the next 3 slams, for sure. US Open last year made the semifinals, so that's proof. And Wimbledon on grass, you'd say The only thing that would stop him is the pressure from the public. French Open, I feel like might be a stretch. He'll be a contender, but he won't be one of the, like, he won't be expected to win the French. But I think you can, like, if he does well at the French and does well, you know, wins this title, I think going into Wimbledon, he will be one of the favorites. And then US Open, you know, if he doesn't win Wimbledon, US Open is going to be, it's always up for grabs, the US Open. He proved himself last year that he made the semis. So Draper can win a slam this year because there's the two of the three. And if you said, like, you know, if we start at the start of the year, could he win the Australian Open? Sinner, right? Could he win French Open? I think Alcaraz is or even, you know, Sinner and Alcaraz are the problems. But he does definitely have a legitimate chance against of winning the last two slams of the year. I'm just a little worried because obviously going in as a favourite for Wimbledon as a Brit is going to come with a whole nother load of baggage, right? You know, you might be, I mean, not even like, you might be the fan favourite, but you're also the fan expectation, right? And we know how that over the centuries that has affected every British player that's played Wimbledon for the last 100 years. You know, I mean, it's no shock that one player in the last 70 years has won Wimbledon from the UK, right? You know, I mean, Tim Henman had to deal with it forever. Murray had to deal with it before he won, right? And then when he won, it was sort of like he could kind of just be himself. Draper's going to have to take that now. You know, it's going to be on Draper. So he's going to have to deal with that pressure that always comes with Wimbledon. If I had to pick, though, I'd say Draper's more likely to win the US Open maybe than Wimbledon. Just because, obviously it depends on Sinner, but I think the US Open, without the pressure and also with last year's confidence of making the semis, I think he's more likely to do well there than Wimbledon. Wimbledon with the spotlight on you and also with, like, you know, Sinner coming back and Djokovic maybe, you know, getting excited. You know, Djokovic always plays well at Wimbledon. Alcaraz defending champion. You know, I feel like it might just be a little too much. As we return now to the 400 Draper. Draper hits it down the line for a winner, 30-15. Whereas I think winning the US Open might be a bit easier, less things to worry about. Like, yeah, Sinner is obviously the hard one at the US Open, but, you know, I don't know. I think Draper winning Wimbledon this year, for the first time being like the guy, I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot. I mean, we know how much pressure. I mean, it's probably the most. Being British and playing Wimbledon is probably, like, you know, I mean, the most pressure of anybody in any tennis event, right? I mean, the Australians don't get that much pressure as compared at the Australian Open. You know, the Americans don't put that much pressure on their players. France kind of do, but the expectation for you in the UK, I mean, I lived it. I lived there, and I've been watching tennis enough to know. I mean, even just like the highest ranked British player, even if you're not number 5 in the world, if you're in the top, you know, if you're in the top 50, you're gonna have a spotlight on you. Anyways, 1-0. So yeah. So I don't know if Draper. I'm not expecting Draper to win Wimbledon. Enough people are doing that this year, but I think he could win it eventually. But I don't think this year. I think this year, like, because remember last year, chat, he came in by winning Queen's Club and the expectation was still real high, but he was still like 20 in the world. So like 12 months ago, he wasn't even where he is now, and there was still so much spotlight. Whereas this year, he's going to be probably top 5, maybe even top 4, which makes you not just a contender because you're at home, but also most people outside of the UK are going to be like, oh yeah, Draper's top 4, he's a contender. Whereas last year, he was a fan favorite, and yeah, okay, there's a lot of people picking him, but it's like, not because of his ranking, they'll pick him because of his country. Whereas this year, it's going to be like, 100 times more, right? Like, people are going to pick Draper legitimately outside of the UK. You know? Again, huge expectation. He was 40 in the world this time last year. Yeah, and people were freaking out about him. So imagine now. Now it's going to be like, the pressure is going to be even more. Love 15. Nice hitting from Draper. So I don't know. I don't expect him to win the first time he's had to deal with all that shit. But eventually, I think Draper could win it eventually. Lovely backhand whip down the line from Draper, by the way. All right. Love 15 as we serve again from Musetti. Draper returns in the forehand of Musetti. Into the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand. Again, the backhand of Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Draper slice. Goes long. 15-all. How about Alcaraz at the US? That'd be fun. Here we go again. Cam Draper stepped up. See, you're part of the problem. Like, everything I just said about public pressure and all the stuff, you're doing that. Let him play. 15-all. I'm defending Draper here. Let him play. Back off. Let him play. Don't expect him to win Wimbledon, all right? Let the man just play his tennis. He's going to have too much pressure if you keep putting all this on him. Come on now. Anyways, backhand of Draper goes down the line of the backhand of Musetti. There's Draper backhand. Into the forehand of Musetti. Again, the backhand of Draper. It's Musetti. Again to that Draper backhand. Musetti with a backhand slice. Draper with a forehand down the line. Musetti's got it. Goes cross court, the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand again. Into the backhand of Draper. And Draper in the net. 30-15. All right. 30-15. Musetti just trying to hang in. Trying to hang on to the lead. Him being a lefty gives him a huge advantage. Yeah. I mean, Chapo made the semis being a lefty on the grass a couple of years ago. So being a lefty definitely is a huge, huge bonus. As we back in now into the forehand of Draper. Draper hits it long. Sorry, Musetti hit it long. 30-all. Draper hit it in. British tennis fans are not going to back down. That's fine. But if he loses in the third round because he couldn't deal with the pressure, I know who I'm going to point. I know where I'm going to point. I know who I'm going to point at. 30-all. Great serve, Musetti. 40-30. 40-30. All right, Musetti serves again. To try and stay in front. As Musetti trying to keep this lead. He's doing everything he can, but he gets the deuce. As Musetti eventually hits it long. All right, Draper's got advantage to get the break in the second. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. Didn't he lose first round last year to Norrie? He has a lot of point to gain. He does. There's a lot of points to gain. Did he lose to Norrie last year? I can't remember. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Musetti. Drop shot's not good. Draper gets it. Musetti with a backhand lob. Oh, man, that's good. Up goes a lob by Draper. It's wide. Musetti survives with some class. Back to deuce. If Draper moved to Melbourne and played for Australia, Would you tell all the Draper fans to get stuffed? No. I wouldn't rub it in. I wouldn't even mention it. To be honest, I'd leave it alone. I wouldn't even say anything. Because I know how painful that would be. So I wouldn't even mention it. All right, back to deuce. Back in return from Draper. Goes long, advantage Musetti. Advantage Musetti. Advantage Musetti. To stay in front. Musetti serves. Into the backhand Draper. Return to the forehand Musetti. Draper. Cross court at the backhand slice Musetti. Draper backhand. Into the forehand Musetti on the stretch. Draper backhand again. Musetti. Cross court again. The backhand Draper. Musetti forehand again. Into the backhand Draper. Musetti again with a forehand. Draper's got a backhand down the line now. As Musetti gets it back and smokes it down the line. He's got 2-1. Musetti stays in front. Musetti stays in front. Cam, can a Brit go to Australia when they play? Can a Brit go to Australia when they play? What do you mean? Go for Australia? I don't know. Depends where you are. Ask your friends. All right. 2-1. Musetti hangs on to the lead. But he's really hanging on. All right. That was a great backhand by Musetti. God, it's one-handed too. Everyone loves that. Everybody loves the one-hander. All right. By the way, chat, has anyone seen the Thunderbolts? I might go see it this weekend. Has anyone seen the Thunderbolts? Don't give spoilers, but is it good? Zverev was runner of the French Open and has to defend 1,300 points. Yeah. Not yet. I want to go see Sinners as well. I might go see that next week. But the Thunderbolts I haven't seen. It's good. It just came out today. Well, some people might have seen it. Yes, I saw it last night. Was it good? It was great. Amazing. Wow. Okay, Marvel's back, baby. All right, everyone's loved it. All right. Good. I was worried because I know Marvel movies are a bit hit and miss, but that's awesome. Better than most Marvel movies. Okay. More depth than you think? All right. Well, I've watched all the TV shows, so I know about all the characters. I know why they're all coming together. I watched Hawkeye and Black Widow and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I watched all those shows, so I know how all the characters. I know the origin stories of Agent whatever. Anyways, backhand goes down the line from Draper. Chat, it's 5 a.m. Why is the internet bad? Keeps screwing up. Marvel free comic handout. Yeah, Chat, I love 30 Love Draper, by the way. I never got into comics, but I love comic art. I love comic book art. I might get a comic book art. Maybe that's what I'll get. I'll get maybe a comic book panel. Art panel, maybe, or something. That could be cool. I love comic book art. There's a bit of forehand inside out. To the forehand of Musetti, he puts it long. 40 Love. 40 Love. Wait, you got a free Marvel comic when you went to the movie? Where can I want one. Can I get one? All right, Draper Ace, 2-0. I think it's too much playing Robert Downey Jr. for 80 mil. Too much to pay Robert Downey Jr. 80 mil for Avengers. Well, look, they need him back. So, and stay for the credits the entire movie. Stayed after the credits. Wild People went wild. Oh, now I have to see it tomorrow. Oh, no. I can't. Oh, no. I always say for the end credits because that's just... Oh. I'm going to see it I'm going to have to see it Sunday. Don't spoil it, please. I'm going to have to stay off the internet. I can't look at... I have to watch it. Now I have to see it. Which is good because I don't think I've had to see a Marvel movie for a long time. I think the last time I had to see a Marvel movie was Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, Slice. God, so Thunderbolts is that good. I'm excited. I can't wait to see Fantastic Four as well. I think that movie's going to be sick. I can't wait for Fantastic Four. Marvel movies, a classic for the end. Yeah, credits, yeah. All right, Love 15, we said he hit it out. God, now I'm excited. I just rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. Love that movie. Love that movie. Classic. All right, Love 15. As Draper returns into the corner, Musetti. Draper comes into the net. Musetti with a lob. Draper with a smash. Musetti gets there with a backhand. Into the backhand of Draper. Back on the baseline is Musetti with a drop shot. Draper can't get it. All right, Musetti hangs on. 15-all. 15-all. Draper is playing extremely well. I suspect he will be number 2 in the future. I mean, look, number 2 is pretty low. They tackle a lot of mental health in the film. That's good then. That's important. Surprisingly, it's the most unlikely Marvel movie that are good. No one thought Thunderbolts would be this good. Okay, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was the exact same thing. No one thought that was going to be good. Nobody knew who they were. I didn't know who they were. And then when that came out, it's my favorite movie. Like my favorite one. The first Guardians of the Galaxy I've watched like 100 times. I love it. Soundtrack's sick. Characters are fun. Jokes are hilarious. Plot's intense. Dance off, bro. As it is served from Musetti. 30-15. Serve to the back of Draper. Turn goes to forehand of Musetti. Draper on the stretch. Down the line of the back of Musetti. Musetti into the back of Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Draper back in again. Musetti slice. Draper slices it back. But it's a drop shot from Draper. Musetti goes in with a drop shot of his own. And then Draper with a pass is too strong. 30-all. 30-all. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes long. That's all right. It's no problem. I almost went and saw it yesterday. Today. I almost went and saw it today. But instead, I went to the arcade. And then I went to the casino. So it was the pub that has slot machines. So I went to like the arcade and then I went to I changed it up. I lost all my money at the arcade and won money at the pub. Smash into the backhand of Draper. Musetti volleys away 40-30. 40-30. No gamble cam. Yeah, I mean, don't gamble. You shouldn't gamble if you don't want to gamble. I'm not saying you should at all. This match is high quality. It's very good quality. 40-30. And Musetti tries to hang on to this lead again. He's trying to keep his serve, and he does with a good serve. I mean, Musetti has been coming back from like 15, 30, love 15, love 30. I mean, he's been fighting for every game on serve. Stays in front 3-2, second set. Ruud won't have any chance against Jack. All right. We might find out. I mean, Musetti's not done it yet, but Musetti wins this match, you got to respect him. Oh, if Musetti wins this match, yeah, for sure. But at this point, it's still a big if. Draper's still in control. Just hasn't broken through yet. I proposed to my wife with that soundtrack thanks to the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. What song? What song on the soundtrack? Wait, let me guess. I want to guess. Don't tell me. I want to guess. Proposed. Okay. I want to guess. I want to say fooled around and fell in love. Fooled around and fell in love. Is that what you proposed with? You proposed with that song? Is that the song? Like the scene when they're dancing and she's like, the melody is pleasant. Is that would be the song I would have picked. I would have picked that song. You got it. Oh, chat. First try. Come on now. I would have done the same thing. So that's classic. Classic. She said no. Oh. Please be joking. Please be joking. Please be joking. You were joking, right? Please. Please tell me you're joking. Because now I'm going to feel bad. 15 love. As Draper serves. You are joking. Okay, thank God. You got me there. You got me. 15 love. Draper served again. That was awkward. That was almost awkward. I was feeling awkward. Anyway, it's 15 all. Lovely hitting from Musetti. Lovely hitting by Musetti. He's trying to get the crowd going as well. All right. Do I know Felix Mishka? I do, yes. Tennis Brothers. Of course I know Felix. I don't know, not personally, but please stop spamming. But yes, I do. Love the Tennis Brothers. Great channel. As we had a drop shot in the net from Musetti, and it's 30-15. Tennis Brothers is great. I usually binge watch when I get like time off, which I'd never, but I usually binge watch Tennis Brothers just to see where Felix is at. It's always hitting with like Draper and stuff. Crazy. Love watching him, his journey. It's awesome. All right. 30-15. As Draper serves again. 30-15. Serve the backhand of Musetti. Draper backhand. The backhand of Musetti. Draper backhand again. The backhand of Musetti hits a slice, but it's wide, and Draper goes to 40-15. Musetti just can't break Draper here. Not in this set, anyway. He's hanging on to serve barely, and then he's not able to do anything against the serve. All right, 40-15. Do I still find the time to play tennis? Nah. 3-all, Draper holds. I have 0 time to play tennis. During the day, I have to sleep, and during the night, I have to stream. No one has won 2 1000s this year. Yeah, that's true. Okay, 3-all. Musetti's back serving again. It feels like he's serving so much more than Draper. He's had to serve a lot longer than Draper has. Musetti broke a string. That's why he was trying to hit drop shot. Oh, okay, my bad. All right. 3-all. Andreeva did. True, Andreeva has won 2 1000s this year. You're right. She has. You're right. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve into the forehand of Draper. Return goes to the forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand. Into the backhand of Musetti. Draper backhand cross court. Musetti gets it. Then Musetti hits a backhand. Chad, I'm going to lose it. This internet is killing me today. Not my friend today. Halfway through the points, it just stops. And it was love 15. Again, Draper winning the first point of the Musetti serve. Draper versus Ruud would be a very fun final. Oh, yeah. It would be very, very fun. As Musetti gets a 15-all. 15-all. We're seeing a lot of broken strings, it seems. Yeah. Maybe the players are tightening, like making their rackets tighter for this tournament. Maybe they're making the strings a little tighter. String them so they break a little quicker. Into the serve. Into the backhand of Draper. Return goes to the forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand. Again, the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand into the backhand of Musetti. Draper forehand slice in the stretch. Musetti comes in and hits a winner. 30-15. If Musetti wins this set, it is very well earned. Because he is working for it. 30-15. Where's Alcaraz? He got injured. But he's playing Rome, so I can't wait for that. 30-15. There's a forehand into the backhand of Draper. As another forehand goes to the backhand of Musetti. Draper backhand now to the forehand of Musetti. Draper on the attack. Hits a drop shot. Musetti's going to get there. But Draper's there with a backhand pass. Musetti volleys it away, though. Okay. 40-15. Musetti too quick. 40-15. All right, 40-15. All right. Musetti to stay in front. He serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Draper. Return goes out. Musetti stays in front. 4-3. He just keeps hanging on. 4-3 Musetti. Okay. 4-3 Musetti in this second set. Now tomorrow we've got Gauff versus Sabalenka. By this time tomorrow we should know who won. So that's exciting. And then the men's final is on Sunday. I think same time. I want to say same time. I want to say same time as the women's final is on Saturday. But 24 hours later because they can't be on the same time. Are you watching Osaka? We might watch Osaka tomorrow if I can remember. We might. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It just depends on what happens tomorrow. But we might be able to watch it because it kind of fills in the time for things, you know. All right. Cool. Draper serves again. Musetti just keeps staying in front. It's been a long second set. But Musetti keeps holding on. As Draper serves. He serves a fault. Second serve. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Draper. Forehand from Musetti to the backhand of Draper to the backhand of Musetti. Draper with a forehand down the line. That's a great shot. Musetti gets up with a slice, but it goes long. 15 love. 15 love. Sinner is coming back from a big break, and Alcaraz remains doubtful with form. Who becomes the Rome champion? Yeah, I think you mean doubtful with injury, because he's definitely not out of form. He's definitely in form, Alcaraz. It's just the injuries. But yeah, you're right. You're right. There are doubts over Sinner and Alcaraz for sure. Because of injury and absence. Anyways, double fault Draper. Let's not make that a thing. 15 all. 15 all. Draper serves again. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Draper. Forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand to the forehand of Musetti. As Draper forehand goes down the line. Musetti slice. Nope, it's top spin, but it's in the net. He slipped a little bit as well. Musetti, 30-15. See, Draper's just not giving Musetti any free points except for that one double fault. Like, it's just on serve. Draper is just... He just can't be stopped. Musetti's not even getting a nervous game or anything like that yet. When Musetti's like battling for every point on his serve, Draper's just cruising. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Musetti. Return goes to the forehand of Draper. He slices it for a drop shot winner. And it's 40-15. That was a bit of a... It looked like it was going to be a slice forehand down the line or deep. And he went for a drop shot instead, which was impressive. It actually worked. All right, 40-15. And I think it fooled everybody. Serve. There's a fault again. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Musetti. Forehand from Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand cross in the net. 40-30. Musetti standing too far back on the second serve. Yeah, I think it's because Draper has such a dangerous second serve as well. And Musetti's just not willing to be aggressive. He wants to just get back, get it back in. All right, 40-30. Still chance for Draper to level. 40-30. Serve to the back end of Draper. Musetti, Draper forehand. Oh, he shanked it. And he hit it long. Okay. First opportunity for Musetti to possibly get a break point here. We get the deuce. Draper serves. Down the tee. Musetti slices it back. Draper forehand. Again to the forehand of Musetti. Now the backhand of Draper. Draper hits it out. Musetti's got a break point. Advantage Musetti. To take his break and lead for the first time with a break for the entire match. Draper serves. Draper with a serve. Is a let. Serve is a fault. The crowd go wild because they want a 3 setup. Second serve. Draper second serve into the backhand of Musetti. Return the backhand of Draper. Musetti. Backhand down the line. Draper's got it. Musetti's in control, but he sprays it wide. Musetti went for it. Draper's fired up. Back to deuce. But Musetti had a chance. He went for it too. I don't mind that. He had to go for it because he hasn't had that many opportunities. So I don't mind that. It's a missed opportunity, but also like it's better than if he had just lost the rally with a nothing shot. He was going for it. The intent was there. I like the intent. As the return goes into the forehand of Draper. Musetti backhand to the forehand of Draper on the stretch. Musetti inside our forehand. Draper gets it. Musetti backhand slice. He's in the net. Advantage Draper. Advantage Draper. Musetti's getting a very vocal. Talking to himself, not happy. Advantage Draper. To stay level. Draper serves. Fault. Second serve. Goes the backhand of Musetti. Draper forehand is a winner. 4-all. Good hold. 4-all. 4-all. Draper holds. Back to Musetti. This might be the biggest game of the match for Lorenzo Musetti. 4-4. Musetti serves. As he serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Second serve, and I think Draper might have made the error. Musetti 15 love. As he serves again. Down the tee, the backhand of Draper. Draper with the back on the stretch. Goes long. Musetti 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. Serve again, Musetti. Into the backhand of Draper. Return goes backhand of Musetti. It's in. Draper forehand goes into the backhand again of Musetti. Draper forehand again to the backhand of Musetti. There's Draper backhand cross. Musetti's got it. Draper backhand down the line is a winner. Ooh, that was clean. 30-15. Clean backhand winner. 30-15. As the return goes to the backhand of Draper. Forehand out from Musetti. Into the forehand of Draper on the stretch. Musetti. Forehand inside out winner. 40-15. Musetti to keep his lead. All right, 40-15. Oh, and an ace. All right, Musetti stays in front, 5-4. 5-4 in the second. Draper, by the way, after losing that point, got really angry. All right. My beard's like yours. It doesn't fill in. No, I shave every day, this part. All right. 5-4. Musetti stays in front. Draper stressing, yeah. Is that a lot of... I mean, Draper, you know, he's been really good this match, but he probably should be leading the set. He really should be leading the set. Musetti's been in danger on serve so many times. And that last game of Draper's was like the only time that he's been in trouble. It's the only time. So let's see if Draper can keep it together in this game. Musetti hold and break his strategy. By the way, there's a DJ there. He's vibing. Like an actual DJ there. What the hell? Full-on DJ booth and everything. Fairly Lopez knows. All right. Back to Draper. Let's see if he can make this set go a little longer. Is there fitness concerns an hour and a half? Look, it's not been a long match. I mean, an hour and a half for two sets is not crazy, but it has been pretty physical. But I wouldn't say either player looks fatigued yet. Both players have been known to fatigue. We know that, Draper's had his moments, but also Musetti, he's had his fitness issues too. As Draper forehand goes to the back of Musetti, Draper volley, a winner, and it's 15-love. It'll be interesting. A third set, I don't think it gives either an advantage. I think both guys in the third are going to be feeling it. If anything, a third set helps Ruud. And I know they got 2 days off, but I think a third set, an extended match helps Ruud somewhat. Maybe not in a couple of days because these guys will get ready for the final, but if it goes 3, I think both guys are going to be feeling it. All right, 30-love. As we serve. Into the backhand of Musetti. Backhand out from Draper. Musetti backhand down the line. Draper backhand pass. Musetti volleys. Draper pass again. Musetti volley, but it's in the net. Oh, he was there, Musetti. Yeah, he was there. He knows it too. He was covering the net, but the pass was too fast. 40-love. 40-love. Nice hitting there from Draper. That backhand. God, Musetti was there. Musetti just needed maybe a split second earlier and he would have made it. Great serving Draper. And then there's the volley. All right, 5-all. Easy hold by Draper. After that last game, that was perfect. 5-5. 5-all. Okay. 5 games all. Back to Musetti. As it is served on the tee. A fault, second serve. Second serve. As a return now. Into the forehand of Musetti. Backhand from Draper. Into the backhand of Musetti, who hits it inside out to the slice of Draper. And then Musetti with a drop volley winner. That was smart. 15 love. Can't see Musetti winning the tiebreak. Yeah, I don't think either. I think if it goes a tiebreak, you got to say Draper. A serve is a fault by Musetti, second serve. Because Musetti's been losing too many points on serve. He's winning the games, but if you're losing the points and it goes to a tiebreak, you only need to lose 1 or 2 points on serve, and Draper's not losing points on serve. As Draper returns into the forehand of Musetti, backhand at Draper, into the forehand of Musetti, down the line of the forehand of Draper is Musetti forehand cross. Draper's got it with a backhand. Musetti goes again to the backhand of Draper. And as Draper hits it out, 30 love. You know what I mean? Yeah, Richie, you know what I mean? Like Musetti, I know this game's 30 love, but like every game this match, or this set, Musetti's had to fight for, right? He's lost a lot of points on serve, but he's held the game, so it doesn't matter, right? But Draper, he's been winning games like 40 love, 40-15. Besides that one, deuce game. So yeah, Musetti's probably not. I mean, unless Draper gets nervous. As we go back and return, Draper in the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand cross. Musetti's there with a slice. Draper's backhand into the forehand of Musetti. It goes down the line for a winner. All right, Musetti with a nice shot, 40 love. 40 love. Nice hustle by Musetti. 40 love. As Musetti serves again. Into the backhand of Draper. Return into the forehand of Musetti, who smokes another winner. 2 big forehand winners from Musetti. 6-5. Stays in front. First easy game for Musetti. Yeah, that was the first for a while. This game's high quality. Yeah, this second set's really good quality. First set was a little bit from Musetti wasn't great, but the second set has been very high quality for both. Now I'm going to read this comment out because I feel like it's very outdated and kind of stupid. So somebody in the chat has said, Cam, why do you support a lesbian player, Kazatkina, and even buy a shirt with her face on it? This is brain illness, is a shame for tennis and for morale. Now look, that's an opinion you should have kept to yourself. That's an opinion you should definitely have kept to yourself. Because it's a stupid comment. That's just dumb. Now, you can believe what you want to believe and you can, have your own feelings about what you want, but you don't have to say them out loud. You don't have to say them like that. So, yeah. Don't come around here anymore, please. We don't want you here. That's not acceptable. Take those thoughts and go somewhere else. All right. Cam is woke. Oh my god. Here we go. See, I'll tell you what. The only good thing that came from that comment is that it exposed other people as well. They're like, oh, I agree with that guy. All right. Mods, write down all names who are like, oh, man. Anyway, 6-5 Musetti. Over the backhand down the line, into the backhand of Draper. Forehand now Musetti into the forehand of Draper on the stretch. Musetti goes again, the forehand of Draper. Backhand slice Musetti again, the forehand of Draper. As Musetti backhand. Goes into the backhand of Draper, into the forehand of Musetti. As Draper backhand again. That's a great shot, 15-love. I just can't, yeah. Someone wrote something moronic, and then somebody else wrote something even just as silly. But hey, there are silly people in the world. All right. 15-love. As we return now to the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand down the line. Draper gets on the slice with a stretched forehand. Another forehand into the backhand of Draper. Lob goes up. Musetti backhand. Oh, drive volley winner. All right. 15-all. All the woke means is we're all treated fairly. Yeah, look, I don't care about any of that stuff. Woke, anti-woke, I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. 15-all. As we find out from Draper into the forehand of Musetti. Slice is into the backhand of Draper. Musetti runs right into forehand to the backhand again of Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand down the line. Musetti with a slice. Draper backhand cross. Musetti with a forehand down the line. Draper's in trouble and hits it in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Chance for Musetti to steal the set. Cam likes Kazakhina because she's a good tennis player and a nice person. Yeah, I'm not going to justify why I like Kazakhina. I don't need to. As we get a return, goes out by Musetti, 30-all. 30-all. Yeah, tell me exactly. We don't need... Look, there's enough political BS going on. We don't need it here. 30-all. 30-all. Draper serves. He's trying to get to this tiebreak. As Musetti runs for a drop shot. Now he's got Draper on the run. Another forehand from Draper. Musetti goes again. The forehand of Draper is Musetti with a forehand of his own. But he loses the point. Musetti. Draper 40-30. 40-30 to get to this tiebreak. And Musetti just blaming the ground because the ball didn't bounce. Or he must have slipped or something. Blaming the clay. Serve and volley. Draper wins the point and gets to a tiebreak.
And now it's time for the tiebreak game.
All right. Here we go, chat. Who you got winning this tiebreak? Let me know. I feel like Draper's going to take it. I think Musetti had to win the set before the tiebreak, and here we are. So I'm going, I reckon maybe it's going to be Draper, but let me know. 7-5 Draper, 7-4 Draper, 7-3 Draper. Draper. Musetti. A couple of Musettis, all right. 7-4 Draper. All right. A lot of people going Draper. Backhand return in the net by Draper. 1-love Musetti. 1-0 Musetti. As Draper serves. 1-0 Musetti. Serve. Into the backhand of Draper. Now, Musetti goes to the backhand of Draper. Again, the forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand down the line. Musetti slices it back. Draper. Backhand down the line again. Musetti's got a backhand cross into the forehand of Draper. And Musetti forehand goes again. The forehand of Draper. Now Musetti with a backhand slice. Into the Draper backhand cross court in the forehand of Musetti. Draper on the stretch. Down the line. Musetti backhand cross court wide. Oh, he pushed it, Musetti. He had the court open, but he just pushed it wide. 1-1. Draper with that serve and great return should take it. He should, yeah. I think so too. If it goes 3, which one will cramp first? Ooh. I don't know. I feel like they both definitely are being physical, but neither of them look overly tired. I mean, Draper looks a little tired after that point, but neither player looks tired or drained. First serve's a fault, second serve. But the first one to lose their legs will probably lose the match. Draper to serve. He's just taking his time. Serve. Into the forehand of Musetti. To the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand. Again, the backhand of Draper. Into the forehand of Musetti. Draper backhand again. Into the forehand of Musetti on the stretch. Lob goes up and in. Musetti goes with a backhand now. Draper gets the point. Musetti overhits it. That's a shame. Musetti did so well to get back in the rally and then just overhit it. 2-1. 2-1. Draper. The crowd is totally for Lorenzo? Yeah, because they want a 3-setter. They want their money's worth. Serve to the backhand of Draper. Forehand of Musetti to the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand into the forehand of Draper. To the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand again. Down the line to the forehand of Musetti, who goes cross-court the backhand of Draper. Musetti forehand again. Into the backhand of Draper. Musetti again to the backhand of Draper. Draper hits it wide. And it's 2-0. I'll tell you this though, chat. We might not be experiencing cramp, but I reckon there might be a little bit of nerves going on. Because Draper is looking tired. And he's looking a little sore and he's looking a little... I mean, he's looking a little... No, I wouldn't say sore, but he's looking a little intense. He might be feeling a bit nervous because he knows what is on the horizon. As a default. By the way, Theo, thank you for becoming a Tier 3 member. Sorry I missed it. We've been all over the place. But thank you, Leo, for the Tier 3 membership. You didn't need to do that. Appreciate it. As a return now from Musetti into the... Draper into the forehand of Musetti. Draper forehand to the backhand of Musetti. Drop shot's good. Draper gets it. Musetti forehand pass is wide. He pushed it. He pushed it. He hooked it wide. Draper gets the mini break. 3-2. Musetti was there. Musetti had the shot and he just went wide. He just went wide. All right, Draper gets a mini break. Draper gets the mini break. 3-2. Draper serves again. As a return goes into the net by Musetti. 4-2 Draper. They change hands. Remember the winner of this plays Casper Ruud in a couple of days. Draper and Ruud have never played. Musetti and Ruud, 1 match apiece in the ATP, and they also played a challenger which Ruud won. So 2-1 Ruud, I guess, technically. But Ruud Draper never played. And now they're 3 points away from playing in one of the biggest trophies of one of the biggest clay court trophies of the tour. And I tell you, I feel like Draper kind of has nothing to lose in that final. Because Ruud definitely has more expectation, right? There's more expectation on Ruud. Like Draper's already won a 1,000. He doesn't need to do that. He can, but he doesn't need to. Whereas Ruud, it's like, this is your chance. Like, this is a massive chance. Crowd's just getting a bit crazy. 4-2. Serve. Into the forehand of Musetti. Forehand from Draper. Musetti forehand on the stretch goes wide. 5-2. ATP. Challenge is also ATP. I know it is, but it's not considered head-to-head. Challenger wins are not, or even qualifier matches aren't head-to-head on the ATP website. They are in general. I mean, we can count them back, but they don't count on the website. If you look up Ruud versus Draper, it'll say 1-1, even though they played 3 times. All right. The finals on Sunday. Yep. Musetti's got to hold these serves. 5-2. Draper's 2 points away. Musetti serves. Into the backhand of Draper. Return goes into the forehand of Musetti. Draper, backhand. Cross court off the tape, but it's in the net. No luck for Draper there. 5-3. 5-3. Five to 3. As we return into the forehand of Musetti. That's a great shot. Draper hits it in the net. Okay. It's all on Draper's serve now. 5-4. To get to his first big clay court final. And to take... on Casper Ruud for the first time ever. Serve. Into the back of Musetti. The slice goes wide. 6-4. Match points for Draper to take his spot in the final. And Musetti's done well to hang on, but it's just felt like he's been hanging on this set. It just was. Maybe if he served second, it might not have even been a tiebreak. Musetti's fought well, but Draper's so scary right now. He's so scary. 6-4. Match point. Draper serves. Into the forehand of Musetti. Return goes in. Draper down the line. Musetti backhand. Into the forehand of Draper is Musetti with the backhand slice. Drop shot's good. Draper gets it. And hits a winner. And he just stands there and smiles. Draper's into the final. He's going to take on Ruud. Man. Jack Draper. All right. Draper starts screaming now after the handshake. All right. He's going to play Ruud. First time they've ever played, and they're playing in a 1,000 final on clay. That is going to be something. Who the hell am I going to pick? I don't even know. I mean, God. Draper looked good. Ruud on clay. But Ruud with the expectation. But Draper, I don't know. It's going to be tough. Draper's in the final. GG's. If you're leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Don't forget to sub on the way out. All right. What a final. What a good final. After, Madrid's not been the craziest tournament. At least it's not been the most, doesn't mean super interesting on the men's side just because of players not being here and upsets early, but it's going to end with a great finale. It's going to be a crazy finale. Are you staying up to vote? Polls open in 2 hours. I voted 3 weeks ago. I voted the first day it opened, early votes. I'm like, get this out of here because I'm too tired. Draper 2025 is insane? Yeah. By the way, yeah, if you're leaving, don't forget to sub. Sorry, Camper, Draper will evaporate Ruud. Why are you saying sorry? I didn't pick anyone. Your hair looks messy. The stress of the game, I suppose. God, some of you really pay attention. Your beard's got gaps in it. Your hair's messy. I mean, wow. You guys need to, stop watching the screen. Just listen to what I'm saying rather than watching what I'm doing. Just don't worry about this, right? Sinner banned. Which player has gained the most? Draper. I think Draper. Draper has been Sinner left for 3 months, and Draper said, "It's my turn." Like, Draper has benefited the most. Agree, chat? I don't think we can say Zverev. We can't say, well, I mean, a little bit of Alcaraz, but not really by the, like, they could have benefited a lot more if they won a lot more. But Draper, if Sinner was around, it would have been way tougher. And we saw that last year with Draper Sinner when they played, right? But Draper's, like, Sinner's gone, and Draper's like, I'll win stuff. I'll take trophies. I'll take some trophies if they're there for the taking. If he wins 2 Masters in Sinner's absence, he has to be the best player in the absence of Sinner. Cam, your glasses are crooked. Yeah, some of you guys need to go outside, touch some grass. You've been sitting inside too long. Go get some fresh air. Rude will save us from Draper. I don't know what you're saying, save. Sinner's been training with Draper. Yeah, but that was last week, though. I'm not talking... That didn't happen in Indy Wells, though. But you're right, yeah. Sinner trained Draper. Maybe... You know what? You know what it is, chat? I think I figured it out. I feel like maybe Sinner was training with Draper because he knew that Draper had been the best player since he was gone. I think maybe Sinner knew, hey, the best player since I got banned has been Jack Draper. So I'm going to play that guy. And I want to see why is he so much better now? How did he win Indy Wells? I want to pick him apart. I want to practice with that guy. What do you reckon? What, maybe? Well, Nole used to do that, a lot. I mean, the GOATs do that a lot. They did it a lot by training with the guys that were like the up and coming players to go, what are this guy doing? Maybe Sinner's like, I'm going to train with Draper because Draper's been playing real well lately. I want to see what Draper's got going on. Why is he playing so well? How did he get so good all of a sudden? I don't know. Just a theory. They're friends. They could be. I mean, they are friends, but also, yeah. Draper will destroy Sinner. Okay. I mean, that wasn't what we're talking about, but okay. Can you imagine if Draper wins Wimbledon? It'd be crazy. They're good friends and have a similar mentality. Yeah, look, I'm just saying. They might be good friends, but it doesn't mean Sinner's not scoping the field and going, who should I practice with? I want to practice with the guy who's been the best player while I've been away. I mean, it feels like a coincidence, but maybe it's not. He didn't call Mensick. He didn't call Carlos. He didn't call Runa. He called Draper. They're friends, but also, I mean, if you're going to practice with somebody, it's not the worst. It's probably the best player to practice against, right? I feel like it's not a bad... I mean, is it a coincidence? Maybe. Maybe it's a coincidence. But something tells me that maybe it wasn't. Maybe Sinner went, you know what? I'm going to practice against the lefty that everyone's struggling with at the moment for some reason. I want to know. I want to pick his brain. I want to see what he's all about. Sinner is a machine. He is. Darren Cahill knew it all along. Yeah. Somebody said that Jack called Sinner. Yeah, but it's more fun if we say that Sinner called Jack. Just stop ruining the story with the truth, right? Stop making. Come on, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, right? Come on, let us believe what we want to believe. It's not that big of a deal. Just let us have a fun. Let us have some fun. No, you know what happened? Sinner saw Draper winning and he said, Darren Cahill, you talk to his people and we'll play because I need to know why he's so good. That's what happened. None of this Draper called Sinner or whatever. No, Sinner called Draper for the exact reason I said. All right? That's the story, and I'm going with it because it sounds better. Just big brain Sinner, all right? He's big brain. Cam is stalling his pick. I'm going to make a video about it, and you better watch it because I'm getting sick and tired of making videos, and then people asking me to tell them what's in the video. So I'm over it. I'm making prediction videos, and I'm making preview videos, so I don't have to repeat myself. Go watch those videos. I'm not telling you who I'm picking tomorrow. It's going to be in the video, and I'm not telling you nothing. If you don't watch the videos, then you're not going to find out. All right? It's a surprise. No spoilers. All right? Watch the video. Sinner Draper is out of this world right now and took a space shuttle to go practice with him. I think they're in the same. They don't have to go. Why would he get a spaceship? That's a long way. Why would he take a spaceship? I feel like a plane would suffice. I don't think they need to take a spaceship. That's a bit excessive. What's with you people picking on Cam today? Look, I'm used to it. Alcaraz is unbeaten in Indian Wells and Draper got him. Yeah, that did happen. I think the majority of people that give you a hard time for predictions are the gambling addicts betting their life away. No, well, anyone who's betting their life away on my predictions is silly. Because that's not what the predictions are for. They're there because they're not there for financial gain. They're not there for help. They're there for fun, so that we can all reminisce about all those times that I made my good predictions. Remember when I picked Krejcikova? Remember at Wimbledon last year? Remember that one? That was good. Cam will never be okay with disagreement with him. Okay, buddy, you don't know me. Some people take this stream way too seriously. I just want to, I feel like the last few days I've been people are taking this way too serious. Like I turn this camera off and then I'm sitting there going, oh, nah, I'm good, bro. People taking, relax, bro. It's not that serious. I turn this camera off, I make a video about the final, and then I go to sleep. I'm not thinking about what someone said in the chat about something. If I was, I probably wouldn't come back. Do you think Sinner will win Rome? Depends on his draw, but I think he could win Rome, yeah. Some people get overwhelmed by one or two results. What do you mean? Draper wins Madrid, you reckon? Okay. At the moment, Fritz has 20 more points than Draper. Only 20 more points. If Draper wins a final, he's number 4. That's crazy. I think you should go head-to-head with Mia on your predictions videos. I mean, she's a dog. She doesn't talk. Bet against Cam predictions. Well, that's terrible advice. I picked Ruud to win. And Sabalenka. So, I mean, I'm 50-50. By the way, Blaze, coming in here and saying, what, you watch my video and you're just going to tell everyone what I, let people find out for themselves. Don't spoil the videos. I make the videos so that people can watch them. I don't make them for no reason. If I'm not going to make them, if one person watches them and just says, hey, everybody, don't watch the video. It's well, then I won't make them. Draper won't win Rome. Rome is Sinner's, okay? Forget Ruud. He got nothing, okay? Talking about them is promoting them? Yeah, but telling people what's in the video, people won't watch them. Yeah, they're called spoilers. Like going to the movie, they're like, oh, I won't go to that movie because I just got told what the ending is. So I'm not going to go anymore. Sinner is busy having a back rub. Is he? I don't know. Is he on vacation? Draper is going to win 4 Masters this year. I mean, legitimately, before anyone says no to that, if he wins Madrid, I think he could win Cincy, and I think he could win maybe Shanghai or Paris. So you might not be wrong. Canada's also a bit random. So if he does win, I don't think he can win Rome. I don't think Rome is realistic, but if he wins Madrid, you got to say that on the 4 hard courts towards the end of the second half of the year, he's got to be a shot. I mean, obviously Sinner's going to be a problem. Maybe stop him from winning 1 or 2 of those. But I think look, if he wins Canada, which is up for grabs, maybe Sinner doesn't play after Wimbledon or something like that, or players don't play after Wimbledon. Canada's always up for grabs. And then maybe you give him Paris. Pardon me, the indoors. I've got the hiccups. Because Alcaraz isn't winning Paris indoors, and Sinner sometimes doesn't play that. So, yeah, maybe. I mean, 4 wouldn't be unrealistic. But he has to win on Sunday. Put money on Draper winning the first slam, US Open as the first slam? Maybe. Sinner or Alcaraz for Rome or an RG? I think so. Look, I think we shouldn't count out Zverev. Being the defending champion, making the final last year. I think Zverev on the slower clay, you gotta give him. We gotta respect Zverev. Do you think Nole will skip RG? No, he'll play. He only wants to play slams. There's no way he would skip it after. He skipped Rome because he wants extra time for to get ready for the French. I think. Like he's not going to skip Roland Garros. There's no reason. He's not injured. He just the motivation for slams is what he's there for. Zverev worse the slower the clay is. Look at Santiago. Okay, maybe. But then he also has won Rome and he made the French Open final and he's, he won't get hit off the court. Does any player skip Grand Slams? Kyrgios. He skips the clay season every year. Also, Federer skipped the clay for a while too. Wouldn't it be great if Musetti beat Sinner in the final of Rome? I mean, maybe. I would even put Musetti above Zverev nowadays. I mean, this year for sure, Musetti's been on clay has been proven to there's a danger for sure. Zverev has emotional and people heckling him, yeah. Musetti and Cerundolo are most likely to win RG than Zverev. He simply doesn't have the mental metal. Okay. I was talking about Rome for Zverev, but I guess RG as well. We've waited a long time to be flying. What, who? What, people from the UK? What, Raducanu 21? Andy Murray? Like 8 years ago? I mean, you've had a great decade. Just feel bad for, the French. Because they've not had much to cheer over the last long time. We've waited a long time to be flying. You haven't. I'm sorry. you haven't. You just had Andy, you got Emma Raducanu, and now you got Draper. You're totally fine. It's been like a 3-year drought. You're fine. None of this it's taken so long. No. It's been 20 years for an American man to win a Grand Slam. It's been 20 years for an Australian man to win a Grand Slam. And at the moment for Australia, we don't. De Minaur is great, but I don't know if we have a man in sight at the moment to win a slam. On the women's side, Barty's helped us, so I can't complain that much. And obviously on the women's side, America has been great. France, though, have had nobody. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too upset if I'm British. I wouldn't have been crying too much over the last couple of years. I mean, Andy just retired. He just retired. Now, if it was 2015 and you were saying this, I'd be like, totally fair. Totally fair. Understand. Before Murray, there was so much hope and so little to cheer. But now, 10 years on, you got 2 Grand Slam champions and possibly a third in the waiting. I'm not going to cry for you. People, if you're in the UK and you're like, finally, we have somebody, you just started watching tennis. Because I'll tell you, people that have been watching tennis in the UK since like the 80s, that's a drought. That took forever. And then Hemman came along and was like, ooh, nah. Rosetsky, ooh, nah. And then Murray, and it was like, save the world. Save the day. So, I mean, I feel bad for those people. But for anyone, but still, like 10, you've had a great 10 years. British tennis has been great over the last decade. Winners, champions. Come on now. It hasn't been a long time at all. Like I said, feel bad for the French. They haven't had a champion in decades. I can't even remember the last time a French finalist at a slam. When was the last time there was a French finalist at a slam? Bartoli. Bartoli won, right? Mauresmo back in the 2000s. Songa made a final, true. When was the last time a men's champion? When was that last time? So Bartoli won in the last 20 years. There's one. I'm thinking there must be another one. I'm missing someone. Mauresmo was 2000s. Garcia didn't make a final. Jannik Sinner was the last men's Grand Slam champion of France. Yeah, I mean, come on, that's heartbreaking. On the women's side, the last champion was Bartoli won Wimbledon, yeah. But before that, was it Mary Pierce? No, it was Mauresmo and then Pierce. All in the 2000s. So, I mean, it's been rough, especially when you've had Gasquet, Monfils, Songa, all these promising players. Simon, you can put him in there, right? And now you've got Feast, you've got Humbert, you've got all these, younger guys coming through. Maybe it's their time, but God, yeah. France have had it the toughest. And I'm saying that as an Aussie who, if it wasn't Vardy and Stoza, I'd be feeling pretty grim. Cam, don't over-explain things. Okay. Thank you for your feedback. I'll note that down. Andy Roddick's cursed. No, there'll be an American champion in the 2020s, I reckon. There'll be an American champion. There'll be an American champion by 2030 on the men's side. It's getting closer. There's more and more. They're all pushing towards the top, but there's more and more of them. Total drama, Cam? What are you talking about, total drama? You taking what I say seriously again? Come on now. Do you think the American champion is playing right now in the juniors? I think the American champion is right among us right now. He's here somewhere. There's so many of them. There's so many good Americans playing right now. One of them's going to break through. And I think Fritz making the final last year at the US Open, I think that will give everyone else hope. Shelton's made a couple of semis, right? Tiafoe's been in the semis. You've got Tommy Paul, who's made some semis. Korda's just got to get it together, right? And win Wimbledon. And then there's a bunch of others that I haven't even... I mean, there's a lot of others that I could name. But those are like the top dogs, right, for now. But one of them is going to break through. It's not the GOAT era no more. There will be chances. There will be chances. Yeah, look, yeah, Tien, Brooksby, right? Mickelson. You know? There's a lot of Americans coming through on the men's side that are going to be in the mix. Right? And I think Fritz making the final kind of just like maybe planted a seed in a lot of players' head. Nakashima, right? He's been doing all right lately. Had a good week this week, right? There's a lot of players just floating around. Opelka's coming back. He's in the top 100 again. First time in his comeback. Ethan Quinn, we watched him a couple of weeks ago. He looks good. Yeah, there's a lot of players, chat. There's a lot of Americans. They're all slowly rising into the top of the game, and then eventually one of them's going to break through. There's going to be a shot somewhere. Don't know who it's going to be, but one of them will do it in the next 5 years. All right. The Draper hype needs to die down. He has 0 slams. I have no problem with the Draper hype. Keep it going. I love it. I hype up Fonseca, so I have nothing wrong with people hyping people up. That's fine. All right, I respect it. I'm worried there's going to be too much pressure on Draper Wimbledon, but I'd be a hypocrite if I said to stop the hype. I would be a hypocrite if I said, "Oh no, yeah, let's stop talking about Draper so much." No, go crazy, throw a parade, do it. We love it. That's why we watch this sport. We don't watch this sport to be sitting down and just like, no, we do it to lose our minds. We watch it to lose our minds, to get excited and have fun. It's a game. It's a sport. We're supposed to have fun. We're supposed to hype people up and lose our minds and get excited and be sad and it's the emotions. Come on. Canada will get a Grand Slam champion. You got one. You got Andreeva. Oh, sorry, Andreescu. Andreeva's going to win one, but she's not Canadian. But Canada's got champions. I mean, Canada's got a lot of players too. Everyone forgetting the Olympics last year caused a real disturbance in the schedule for everyone last year, going back on clay. Yeah, you're right. That is true. It did mess with a lot of players for sure. Going from clay, grass, clay, and then hard courts. I might try Eastbourne. Okay, cool. Enjoy. I like that it's so unpredictable. Yeah. By the way, chat, we're getting out of here in about 2 minutes, all right? So last few questions and I have to get out of here. So I need to rest. We even pull parts of our beard out because of the sport. Yeah. I predict final major totals will be. Okay. Who you got for Sunday? I don't know yet. Are you getting up at 8 a.m. like when you were doing the Mertens Sabalenka game? Well, it's 6:38. I won't have to be up at 8 a.m. for... it's 6:30 in the morning. But the final for the ladies is at 2 a.m. So I'll stay up until 2 a.m. to watch that. What is a day in the life of Cam? Exhausting. Sorry, that was too real. It's it's great. I'd wake up, I sleep, I sleep. I go for a wander around the streets during the day. I eat, and then I watch. Then I stream. Really appreciate the show. Makes my day. Thank you. I'm glad, Bradley. I'm glad. I feel like Draper will dominate Wimbledon. Okay. The new goat of tennis, Draper's arrived. Nice. All right, Chad, I'm out of here. Thank you for joining us. The final is set. We've got the men's final on Sunday, women's final tomorrow. So make sure you join us for that. Tomorrow's women's final is going to be between Gauff and Sabalenka, which is going to be really fun to see how that one plays out. But the men's final is also really good. We've got Draper taking on Ruud. Never played before, first time meeting. So interested to see how Draper does. It's always this whole clay season's been about how Draper does, because we know what Ruud can do on clay. We've seen him win on clay. Blah blah blah. But for Draper, like, this is new. This is a new world that is opened up to Draper, and he could be number 4 in the world after tomorrow. No, he couldn't. After Sunday, and that could be interesting at the French Open, especially if he does win Madrid. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 6-3, 7-6. He beats Musetti in a close straight sets, and he's into the final. I'll see you tomorrow. Hang on, Colin. I'm sorry. Sorry, Colin. Hang on. Colin. Hopefully you see her. Thank you, Colin. Goodbye for a great match. No worries. Thank you, Colin. I just wanted to get to that before I missed it. Sorry, I just saw it. Thank you, Colin. I'll see you guys tomorrow.